Good morning, D. Lloyd. I've got Tim Legler with me here. We are 18 minutes away from getting up with you. But, Tim, let's get into last night. What stood out to you the most from the Lakers win in Game 4?
Well, look, 80's defense was great. Their offensive rebounding was big in the fourth quarter. But, Greeny, if I had to pick one thing, it had to be those 6-point swings that happened throughout the game when the Miami Heat missed a wide-open three and invariably paid by giving up a three at the other end of the court. And the margin for error against the Lakers is so small in the first place. It's so difficult to get open looks. When you're the Heat and you get open threes, you're going to have to knock those down at a higher rate than they did last night. And as a result, they're down 3-1 because their shooting is a huge factor in this series. But when you have opportunities, and Tyler Hero has an opportunity in the first half, misses a wide open three, you go the other way, give up one. Jay Crowder misses one in the third quarter to go up 6 instead. You come down the other way. Morris hits a contested three to tie the game. And then the big one late, Jimmy Butler misses a three in the corner that would have given them a 1-point lead. And instead, you go the other direction, and KCP in transition knocks down a huge three. So those 6-point swings that take place in the course of the game, you just can't overcome them against a team like the Lakers who have such length and speed and suffocate you defensively.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, it sounds like you're talking about just cleaning up a few little things rather than some sort of wholesale change Miami needs to make to go into Game 5 and try and keep this thing alive?
That's a great point. I think they need to clean it up a little bit. You're right. I think, look, the defense on Jimmy Butler, they're going to adjust to that. They're going to figure out a way now to operate against AD if he's going to guard Jimmy Butler. But the offensive rebounding, yeah, that's just a matter of cleaning that up. They'll see that on the film and find out where you have to get a body on guys on some of those long rebounds. And they've got to shoot the ball better. One thing that Eric Spoelstra was definitely counting on in this series was outscoring the Lakers from the three-point line. And that just hasn't happened to this point in the series. Shoot the ball a little bit better. Bam Adebayo, a second game back. He should be better in a Game 5 situation. So I think the Miami Heat feel like they're going to be very difficult to put away. Would not be shocked whatsoever if they get Game 5 and force this to Sunday.
As David said, an extra day of rest for both these teams that will play on Friday night. Legler, no rest for you. I'll see you in 16 minutes as we'll be getting up with you with much more on the NBA Finals. Complete coverage.
KCP down the stretch there. You grab the rebound off Jimmy's miss, push transition, see you in the corner. Just wonder, all the teammates you've had, you know which guys are going to be capable of those moments in the final game. What you thought of that, his effort overall?
I think at the end of the day, if you're on the floor in crunch time, then I believe in you. Who's ever out on the floor with me, I believe can make plays. And tonight was a case in point of KCP. Got stage ready, who works on his craft. And like you said, that three in front of their bench was a huge three. And obviously, the drive at the end of the shot clock was two big back-to-back plays, in the fourth quarter where we needed to continue to score versus this team.
I think it was after Game 2 that you made the comment that it's not just enough to win the game. You guys want to be great. This game was one where defensively you guys were great, and then there was a lot of sloppiness early offensively with the turnovers. I'm just wondering if there's a certain point, is there a point where you stop striving for that winning in a great way, and it's just enough to get the wins? Or is that not until?
Well, there's two different things. It's kind of different things, two different points you're making. You never stop striving to be perfect or be great. And you know that a perfect game is not going to happen, but don't mean you still don't strive to be as great as you can be every night. Now, every game has its own, adjustments and things of that nature. And tonight was one of those games where we had to win on the defensive end and make some timely shots. But I think when you start thinking okay, well, I can't be great tonight, or we can't be great tonight, okay, we just have to figure it out, then you sell yourself short. And for me personally, I would never do that as long as I lace them up and put on a uniform. But I love what we did tonight.
Ellison?
LeBron, you guys took a 5-point lead to the fourth quarter and won the game, which made you, as a team, 56-0 this season, taking a lead into the fourth. What does that say about the makeup of your team, and do you take any pride in being on a team that can possess that stat?
Well, I think the fourth quarter, obviously, is winning time. You have 12 minutes to buckle down defensively with the lead, try to hold that lead, and then you have to execute offensively. And, obviously didn't know the stat, coming into tonight, but for us, that's just the mindset. We got 12 minutes. And if we have the lead, it's our job to outscore the opponent or hold them to less points as us, which is the same exact thing. And because if we win the quarter, we win the game. And that's kind of been our mindset all year long.
Okay.
I know you talked about AD's great games and said that's who AD is, but in the last 2 days from where he sort of told us after Game 3, he felt like it could have been more aggressive to the guy he was after hitting that shot with 39 seconds left, beating his chest. What did you see in sort of is just getting back to that place where he can be the player that he can be?
He's a big shot maker in the shot clock, early in the shot clock, fourth quarter, first quarter, everything in between. And it was just a great setup by Doe. First, the possession before that, Doe was able to fake it like he was going back to him, carry himself into the lane, get layup. And then, kind of very next possession, he was able to, find him. AD just kind of stared at the shot clock, knew it late in the shot clock, and obviously trusted his shot that he works on consistently. So, big time shot, big time play for our team to be able to put the game away.
Spo just said over here that this game being tight back and forth the entire time, that it came down to moments of truth. You guys won more than they did at the end. But when AD hits that shot and you're doing the Ric Flair and screaming a little bit, is there a different kind of satisfaction when y'all are so tight all night long and you have that kind of a breakthrough at that point?
Well, you kind of know momentum plays and momentum shots, depending on the score, the time, what's going on, within the last few possessions. They were going back and forth, with us, and we were going back and forth with them. Duncan Robinson hits one off the glass at the end of the shot clock for 3. Am hits one off the glass, and, right there before we thought that possibly went in. Obviously, it didn't count. Hero hit some big shots. So we were, Jay Crowder, me and, Doe had a clean rebound. We both going for it. We smash each other in the paint. They kick it out to Jay Crowder. He hits a shot. So, to be able to, get stops and then make a timely shot up 6, you make that shot at 3 to put you up 9 at that point in time of the game, then you want to get one more stop, obviously, but it's, you have time on your side. And because it's a 3-possession game with 39 seconds, and most veteran ball clubs will be able to survive that. But just a big time play, big time moment, for not only for AD, but for our ball club and for our franchise.
Scott?
LeBron, what is an extra day of rest in a very physical series like this? And does it matter more to you now than it used to?
No, for me, it doesn't matter. I can go every other day if that was the KB, but I'm going to take full advantage of it. It gives me an opportunity to continue to get my body right, my mind, and everything in between. So I'll take full advantage of it, but it does nothing for me besides just getting a little extra day. I guess it does. I guess it does do something, but it's not needed for me personally.
Chris?
Ron, when I believe it's like the third game of this series where you guys have called for a challenge in the first half. Today it was the right, you got it overturned, the right call. But when do you as a player feel like it's time to, do a challenge so early in the game? Like, when do you weigh the pros and cons doing it so early?
There's certain momentum plays throughout the first half. There's certain rhythm that you have, either offensively or defensively, that if that call is made correctly, then you continue to stay in that zone. You continue to stay in that rhythm. And if the call is wrong, it can throw you off your rhythm. So we've wanted to challenge some things in the first half that we just felt like, okay, even if we were right, maybe that's not the time. We still got our rhythm. We're good, whatever the case may be. But we felt like in that particular moment, we were playing some really good basketball. We was defending at a high level. And we for sure, we knew 100%, because I was guarding the ball. I knew for sure I didn't touch the ball. Hero just he tried to float it over me, and it kind of hit the back, but didn't hit the wire. So, coach is always kind of like, 50-50 about it. And obviously, as a player on the floor, you hate to tell your coach a challenge and you're not 100%, but I was for sure 100% about that play.
Okay, we'll go to Jeff. Jeff? No, Jeff. That's okay. Thank you.
LeBron, I mentioned the fourth quarter being winning time. You played just about every second of the fourth quarter in this series. Given score, are you just predetermined that you're going to play all 12 minutes? And then, what is it about the fourth quarter and your performance and a sense of urgency that might be just a little different than the previous three quarters?
For me, at this point in the season, I don't care about rest. I really don't. I don't care about sleep. I don't care about rest throughout the game. And obviously, I come out the game. Coach has a rhythm and a rotation that we live by and we go by. But I don't care about resting, because I can rest in a week max if it happens to go there. I can rest for a month straight, which I won't do because of who I am. You guys know that. But if I can rest then. I can sleep 8 hours and get up and eat and then go right back to sleep if I want to.
All right, Morgan?
KCP and Marquise both talked about a text that you sent saying this is a must-win game. What was it about today that prompted you to do that?
When I woke up from my nap this morning after our team meeting, I just felt that vibe. I felt that pressure. I felt like for me personally, this was one of the biggest games of my career, and just wanted to relay that message to my teammates, the type of zone I was in, the type of moment it was, because just know how great of a team they're playing against. And after the Game 3 win, the confidence that they had, that they still have, even after tonight's loss, just a gritty, so damn well-coached team. But I feel like if we want to be a championship ball club, if we really want to be a championship team, then we gotta have that same grit, that same attitude. So it's just my mindset, kind of still in it, obviously. It's my mind kind of working right now.
Last two questions, Dan?
LeBron, Anthony's versatility in defense is a weapon that allowed Frank to kind of make the switch and say, he can start possessions on him. You and Markieff would be the only three guys that wouldn't switch. But specifically, just AD's ability to do that, to still get back and protect them and to still deter shots. Is it kind of unmatched?
Yeah, that's why he's the defensive player of the year. We said that all year, because his ability to play 1 through 5, guard anybody on the floor, take the challenge, not only guard on the perimeter, but continue to protect the paint. Guards drive on him. It's hard to score on him. I heralded that ball up. It went in, but he had to throw that thing up to the skyscrapers, right? The guy can do everything defensively. Guard, like I said, guard on the ball, guard the post, can slide his feet with guards, can contest, and body up with bigs. Need I say more? Yes, sir. No, I won't say more.
All right, last question, Will. David Aldridge.
Thank you. David Aldridge, please. LeBron, this is your 258th playoff game. I think most people who get PhDs usually have about 2 or 3 extra years of education. And I'm wondering, how much have you come to enjoy the adjustment game into next game change that you have to make when you're in the playoffs against good teams with good coaches that you know what they're talking about and know how to adjust, and they're going to make correct decisions?
I think, David, that's the best part. That's the best part. I get so excited. Like, right now I'm excited about our meeting tomorrow, watching film and breaking that down and seeing things that we can do better, seeing things that we did do well, thinking about the adjustments that they possibly or will do, because I know Spo going into game 5. That's the best part about it. You know, it's a chess match. And when you get to this point in your career, you know, having your mind at a high level is so much more than the physical, because we're all for a reason. So